Is Moshumi, and I am a registered dietitian, and I am so excited to be doing this every Friday noon, where I present topics of interest to all of us. And thank you for everybody that is joining me on my live. Today's topic is a topic of great interest, something that I am going through, and so I wanted to share with all of you. And the topic today is menopause, perimenopause, and all our symptoms, what nutrients we need, and so on. So today's topic, we will be discussing about that. So menopause, or like I said, perimenopause, could, hit people, hit women at different ages. However, an average age is about 45 to early 50s is when we start seeing symptoms. And I actually like to call this age group, which again, I belong to, giving out my age here. I call this mid-adulthood. And this is an age or time of optimism where we've got like our careers established, and our kids are going into adulthood. But the stage also brings with it a lot of physical, mental, emotional challenges, right, with it. So again, for those of you who are just joining me right now, my name is Moshumi. I am a registered dietitian. I have my own consulting here in Michigan, and I try to do lives every Friday at noon, and I call it Lunch with the Dietitian. So we have lunch together and we discuss things together. And today's topic, if you're a woman over 40, you do not want to miss today's topic. It's about menopause, perimenopause, symptoms we see, and what we need to do about it. So anyways, like, I was talking, mid-adulthood is that time. And if you are in this age group, you do see not only physical, but a lot of like mental, emotional changes, right? We are all going through that. Anyways, and when you do see that, what are the symptoms we see with that, with, perimenopause or menopause? Hot flashes, lack of sleep, mood swings, brain fog. So these are some of the symptoms that some of us are experiencing. But what are some of the long-term effects of this that we are seeing in our bodies or in our minds? So one of the biggest long-term effects is osteoporosis, or loss of calcium and brittle bones that we see in a lot of women in this age group. And just a fact is 50 to 60% of endogenous estrogen decreases in our body at this time. And like all of you know, estrogen has so many health benefits. So when there is a decrease in that, we do see so many different effects. Like I said, one of the biggest long-term effects is osteoporosis that we see. However, good news is bone health can be maintained by a nutritionally dense, well-balanced diet with good exercise and a focus on some key nutrients that I'm going to be chatting about today. So one of the things that, like I said, there is a decrease in estrogen levels. And of course, that causes a decrease in the blood concentration of calcium in our bodies. And if there is not enough calcium, that causes the release of the parathyroid hormones, which can cause more breakdown of the bone and so on. So it's like a cyclical process. So what are the nutrients that we really, really need to kind of keep in our our minds, again, specific to this age group. One of the biggest nutrients is, of course, calcium. I can't tell you how important the need for calcium is at this age. And as a woman, we know starting from as a young girl, when you are even way younger, to your menopause and all of that, calcium needs are extremely high, and of course we get them probably all of but I'm just going to reiterate this again, is you can get them from your milk products, your leafy greens, your legumes, your spinach. The only thing with, some of the things that are high in calcium that you need to keep in mind is the absorption of calcium because of the phytic acid, the oxalic acids, and so on, how much is being actually absorbed into our bodies. Other than that, a couple other products that I like to mention is kelp. It's a seaweed, sardines, okra. I can't say enough about soybeans. You guys know I'm big into soy. White beans, your kefir is another great substitute, especially if you're lactose intolerant. If you can't have milk and milk product, then try some of these other products to get your calcium levels up and going. So definitely calcium, very important for all of us, in this age group specifically. My other favorite one is, of course, your vitamin D. And I like to call it sunshine vitamin. And this directly actually affects our bone health because, it manages calcium imbalance in our body. So basically, when there is a decrease in estrogen in our body, that affects the production of hydroxylase. And this hydroxylase activity, which actually converts vitamin D into its active form, right? So vitamin D is very related, again, to bone health, which is affected by menopause. So what is my mantra for this? 15 to 20 minutes every day, sunlight. Now, if you stay in a place like I do in Michigan, we are very compromised on sunlight. So definitely think about supplementing. In fact, I forgot to mention when I was talking about calcium before this too. Calcium supplementation is also extremely important because many a times, like I said, as a dietitian, I really push for, of course, getting it from your food. But many a times, if you're not able to meet it, say if you're on steroids, if you're lactose intolerant, if you're a vegan, then think about supplementing. Same with vitamin D. I can't tell you how important supplementation is. The other one is your vitamin K. And although vitamin K does not directly impact menopause, it still plays a very important role in your bone metabolism because it aids in the modification of a matrix protein that, I'm sure most of you know about, the osteocalcin. So I really like, for my clientele in this age group, I really push also for the vitamin K, and the other one is magnesium. So I know a lot of people think about the calcium and the vitamin D, but also keep in mind, guys, vitamin K, magnesium. Magnesium, again, is another one that's not directly affected, does not, directly affect menopause, but what it does, it's again very important for your bone density. Because magnesium is involved in bone remodeling and in the metabolism of your parathyroid hormones and your vitamin D. Where do you get your magnesium from? From your legumes, your nuts, your seeds. If you follow me on my posts, or even if you are following my lives, you will notice I can't say enough about legumes and beans and soy products. And this is my thinking, guys. It doesn't matter if you're a vegetarian or you eat meat. Still, my tip is add a legume or bean to your meal every single day. It's got the fiber, it's got the protein, it's packed. So again, I can't say enough about that, right? So talking again about, in fact, for those of you who are joining me late, my name is Moshumi. I am a consultant dietitian, and we are talking about a topic of great interest to all of us women here: menopause, perimenopause, nutrients we need. What food should we incorporate at this age group to kind of maybe decrease some of the symptoms that we are experiencing, from like the mood swings to the hot flashes to in fact, talking of that, the one of the biggest things that I deal with my clientele, like I said, most of 90% of my clientele are women in the age group, because that's my specialty, in the age group of around 40s, 50s, and, of course, older also. I do have younger ones too. But anyways, the big thing that women face is, and people, women who have always maintained their weight, are doing things right, that they think with the exercise and diet, you might suddenly see some weight gain, and this weight, you can't drop this weight suddenly at this age. So what's happening? What is happening is there is a change in our metabolism. There is a change in our metabolism. There is a change in the way our body is reacting to our carbs. So, we do need to pay attention to these things. So talking of carbs are not bad. It's about whole grain, intact, like I say, intact whole grain carbs. In fact, carbs, if you, the whole grain carbs not only have ample amount of fiber, they're packed with B vitamins. One study I was just recently reading said that women who have whole grain, intact carbs, death rate in postmenopausal women has decreased in this study. So again, try to get those whole grains in, get ample amount of your fruits and vegetables and your soy products. In fact, there's a study that says there is a 19% reduction in your hot flashes if you get good amounts of your fruits and vegetables, at least 5 to 6 to 7 servings of that. So go for that, fruits and vegetables, guys. Just, go for that. I do also want to mention, in the fruits and vegetables, especially will mention cruciferous vegetables, like, for example, broccoli, has been shown to raise your estrogen levels. In fact, and so, it's also very preventive. These vegetables are also very preventive, guys, for like your breast cancer and things like that. So definitely push for those. Dark berries, extremely good. If you regularly consume your dark berries, you will see a decrease in your menopausal symptoms again. There is another one that I've kind of researched, there is still research going on, is a grape seed extract. They say about 200 milligrams, per day has been shown to reduce hot flashes. So if you are experiencing a lot of this, again, I am somebody, and my mantra is stay away from medication, do everything naturally. Definitely consult me, send me a message. I love hearing from you guys. And let's follow some of these natural things. The other one is your phytoestrogens. What are these, guys? So phytoestrogens are compounds in food that actually act as weak estrogens. You know how our estrogen levels go down with menopause and perimenopause. So these actually will help raise some of the, they act like I said, like weak estrogens in your body. And though there's been some controversy about phytoestrogens, it there is ample research to show the health benefit, especially, like I said, for menopausal women. So go for it. What are some of the good sources of phytoestrogens? Your soybeans, I think we talked about it, your chickpeas, peanuts, seeds, flax seeds, get your whole grain barley in, grapes are great, berries, plums, and not to forget your green tea. So anyways, so those are some of the things that you really, want to push, especially with your, when you're at this age of, menopause, perimenopause age group. What are some of the other things? I'm just trying to get my, I know I had some pointers in here for you guys too. Okay. Oh, so the other thing that I forgot to mention are your proteins. So what happens, guys, is when there's a decrease in your estrogen level, means there's a decrease in muscle mass, right? You really need to hike up that protein. In general, about 0.8 grams per kilogram is what I recommend. But women at this age group, again, each of my diets are very tailor-made for everybody, but usually for women around the age of 50, I recommend 1 to 1.2 grams per kilogram. So definitely hike that up. I have to specially mention collagen. Collagen, in fact, studies have shown that as much as 5 grams, and there is still, again, this is another topic of research, but about 5 grams of collagen can increase your bone density. Think about taking that too. Like I said, especially, at this age group, definitely. What are the foods we need to avoid? Like I always say, all of you know, I'm huge into staying away from processed foods. Please do stay away from those. Your processed foods actually will increase your blood sugar. And this high blood sugars are again linked to hot flashes. So if you're trying to stay away from those hot flashes, and definitely avoid processed foods, avoid caffeine and alcohol. This can also be triggers. High salt food, another one that you definitely want to avoid. This, in fact, has been directly linked to low bone density. So reduce your sodium also, because as you near that age of menopause, a lot of women develop high blood pressure. So, again, try cutting back your sodium, add those herbs and, spices. In fact, talking of spices, there are some spices, that there are some women that spices might react and cause a little bit more of your hot flashes. So again, it's very specific to the person, but definitely see if that is causing any of that. Again, if you are a woman 40 and 40 plus, and if you are really struggling with that weight gain, I have many groups. I do many one-on-one consults. Definitely contact me on my page, Dietitian Moshimi. Happy to help. Couple quick tips. If, again, like I said, if you're not able to shed that weight, and you've been this person who's never had any weight issues, maybe try doing just the 3 meals. Just cut out all the snacks and see if that'll make a difference. So just making those little changes. Sometimes I have, with my clientele, I'll have them avoid a high carb meals in the evening, and that's helped, and of course, like I said, only complex carbs. Now, this is the diet portion, right? And I know we talked about interrupted sleep. So make sure that you're doing everything to get good sleep. And then the other one that I really briefly want to kind of touch base with is your exercise. None of this, what I'm talking about, can be achieved if we are not moving. Got to move, right? So there is ample amount of research that is showing that a combination of exercise, like some people might, run, walk, or just do one kind of exercise, and they are not able to lose that weight, or, so what is happening? And, or, you want to increase your muscle mass. Like I said, the decreased estrogen will play havoc with your muscle mass too. So the combination, so try to do like a resistance exercise, and some weights. So like walking, doing some weight training. So do a good combination of exercise. And, like I said, the low to moderate impact, because I know starting this time, a lot of us have, get on, we love our bodies and we love ourselves, of course, but I'm just saying, fact of life is, knee pain, this pain, that pain. So do some low impact exercise, walk, jog, swim. Swimming is excellent. So definitely, along with your diet, incorporate that in your lifestyle to kind of get the best combinations. I know we can do it. Again, if you're struggling with this, definitely get in touch with me at Dietitian Moshmi, my business page. And again, combination of exercise along with a well-balanced, nutrient-rich diet will definitely help you combat some of the symptoms. And what are we doing for lunch today, right? So I have this wonderful company that has actually sponsored, and I don't know if you guys can even read it on my screen, but it's called, and I will put it in the comment section for you guys, it's called Pritikin Foods. And they mail out ready-to-eat foods all over the US. And the reason I like it and that I am showcasing it today specifically because these are all low-sodium foods. So a big part of the Pritkin foods is, that they are very low sodium, no added sugar, and, it is all very scientifically backed. Otherwise, I would never talk about it. So if you are like me, busy at work, have kids at home, and you want to, still eat healthy, definitely there's nothing like home cooked meals and making something quick. But if you're running around, especially with the holiday season, think about them. I am, in fact, I am going to be doing their, talking about whole grain intact foods. I am going to be having their apple cinnamon oatmeal. I am going to throw in, of course, my teaspoon of flax and chia in there and enjoy this for lunch. Hopefully all of you are enjoying your lunch also. And if you have any questions, comments, please do, write it right here, share my video, with your friends and family. Absolutely love you guys, love all of you that follow me. And thank you for watching. Have a wonderful, happy, healthy rest of your day. And I will talk to you guys again next Friday, same time. If there is a topic you guys want me to talk about, put that in too, guys. All right. Take care. Happy, healthy day to you. Bye now.